would prefer to deal with landlords directly if they do have the choice. However, the landlords may not prefer to deal with the tenants directly if they do have a choice, for many reasons. First thing is, you don't want to get too close to a tenant that you become friends, and then getting your rents from him the next year becomes a problem because you have empathy for him. That's number one. Secondly, of course, a tenant will prefer to have a direct relationship with the landlord so that he can avoid paying the fees of agency fees and legal fees. So definitely it will be much more in favor of the tenant than in the landlord, from my experience so far.
It's very difficult, especially when you are looking for a house. You began to pay for agent fee, inspection fee, and when you even get the house, the most problem we face is when you get the house. The landlord will tell you that you must be a government worker or a government. You must be a government worker or one of these thing that work with this thing. So it's very difficult. If you get the house, it becomes difficult to pay. If you have your money to pay, but the landlord will be looking for until you will be working with government as a government worker. So it gave a lot of people that look for house problem.
The thing that is top on the challenges is the overcharging by the agents. Though if you are getting it directly from the landlord, the charging may not be as high as the agents, because the agents, though I understand where they are coming from, they want to get their own pay. That's where they get their own pay for, because the landlord don't normally pay them. Fine. But if they still stand on that, they are 10%, it's good, but they still want to cut something extra. That's just it.
If you want to get a house for the first time, like to get it, especially within the Abuja metropolitan, is how to get it. We are having challenges with the landlords, at the same time with the agents. The kind of challenges we are having with the agent is sometimes you can give agents your money that you want to have a house. Like me, as in I'm a victim. Yes, I had this challenge that I gave my money to agent that is going to look for house for me. Like how many months, as in it not get back to me. So I have to source for another money and look for a house again.
Most of the time, when a tenant is looking for a house, the landlord is eager to collect its money. It will never tell the tenant that as you are going into the house that they have not settled NEPA bill, they have not settled water bill. There are many issues in the house. So after the tenants are already in the house, then when the man discovers that there is a problem, then we now go to the tenant and say, landlord. The landlord says the tenant should go and do that job, that they should take personal money and go and sort out themselves. Since I have paid you, I cannot use my money to sort you out. So then the landlord tells that I have a way to deal with the tenant, the landlord. So maybe when the time due for the tenant will now use his own money to repair those things in the house. When now due for the time for the tenant to pay, now we will not pay the landlord. When I came into this house, there are many issues, but you refuse to address that issue, so now I cannot pay the money. The landlord will now threaten the tenant. Then will take the tenant to court. Then tenant will now report the landlord to court. That let them go and declare themselves in the court. On going to the court, landlords are always faulty. Although there are some tenants that don't like to pay and don't used to pay. Most of the time, landlords are stubborn than tenants. So the issue is that landlords should try to fix their house before they admit any tenant into the house. And tenant, when you go to the house, try to maintain that what you saw in the house. So, but in that issue, they can be friends, and they can sort out in their own way.
First of all, I remember back, I think during the 8th Assembly, there was a rule that was passed that landlords should collect no more than 1 year rent. That has not been enforced, and so agents are still charging people 2-year rent, house rent. Then they go beyond that to also charge you things like inspection fee before you even view a property, right? And so imagine if you're going to see 5 properties in a day, then you pay 25,000 naira because the average inspection fee is 5,000 naira. That's number one. Number two, they charge you double charge, right? And then on top of that, they charge you 15%, and they call it agency and legal. And you will never see a lawyer actually doing this work, whether they call agency and legal. So it makes it completely eye gouging, right? For you as someone seeking rent to get it. So across Abuja now, you see rent has been increasing year on by almost as much as 50%, right? And that's just putting it out of reach for many people. And so a lot of people have resorted to moving to satellite areas.